What's going on, folks? How's your evening? Or I call it the late afternoon. Well, it's 6 o'clock, so it's considered evening. But yeah, today has been a pretty slow day, slow news day. Well, not really. Um, I know you guys probably heard that there has been a Bank of America outage today. I don't bank with Bank of America. I haven't banked with them for years, but there's been some type of outage that happened today with Bank of America to where people they had problems and issues logging into their online accounts, and then when they did log into their accounts, they were showing zero balances. So I don't know if it's been resolved. They don't know what happened, if it was a cyber attack or what, but there was a Bank of America outage today, and this is just it could be a harbinger, another harbinger. Is this a test run? Is this something to where it's something that's something that's a prelude to what's about to happen? Will there be massive cyber attacks and outages to where people can't access their money and buy, go out and buy things? I don't know what that's about, but yeah, there was a bank outage again today that people could not access their Bank of America accounts and they couldn't get their money out because it showed that they had zero balances. So they'll get to the bottom of it and figure out they can get, somebody in there, cybersecurity people to do the forensics or whatever, see what happened with that. Could have been a cyber attack. We don't know. But okay. What else has been going on? CVS has announced that they are going to lay off close to 3,000 people, but these are mainly going to be people in corporate, cushy corporate jobs. So usually when that happens, it trickles down to us. When these people in these corporate positions, these white collar corporate positions, when they lose jobs, usually they can't go out and find another job equivalent to what they had because the jobs are just not there. And they're not trying to pay, any money now with everything going the way it is with the economy and inflation and things. So these people, almost 3,000 people at CVS, is going to lose their corporate jobs. And it has something to do with Aetna. Aetna is owned by CVS, and these people are going to lose their little corporate office jobs. So guess what's going to happen? They're going to start coming for the blue collar jobs. Once they lose their position, they start coming for black jobs and other, mid-level jobs and jobs that they normally wouldn't take. Once they start losing those positions and they can't find any equivalent to what they have, then they come down and they start coming for the lower paying jobs, or the jobs that, like I said, they normally wouldn't even sneeze at. They're going to get desperate. And see, once, like Dick Gregory said, when white folks get a cold, black folks get pneumonia. When they lose and when they fall down off a rung of the ladder, guess who guess who it hurts the most? It hurts us, because then they start coming down and they start moving into your neighborhoods, gentrifying your neighborhoods. They start coming after whatever you have. Then what little you have, then they start coming after that once they've lost whatever they have. So that's not a good thing. So that's going to even hurt us even more. So, like I said, we're going to be competing with migrants and these people that are falling down the socioeconomic rung. Uh, you know, it's just, we're going to be so screwed as black people, as African Americans, because we're competing with foreigners and we're competing with all of these white people that have lost their jobs and stuff too. So that's why it was so important that we needed to have our own communities like the Native Americans, to where we could sustain ourselves and be self-sufficient. I'm just saying. But yeah, that's what's happening. CVS is going to have massive layoffs. They had five. I think last year they said they were going to lay off 5,000, and they're going to lay off another 3,000. So yeah. Um, what else is going on? Um, Over in Israel, Israel is planning. They're going to retaliate against Iran for Iran. Day before yesterday, they attacked Israel with 180 missiles, or close to 200 missiles and rockets. And they were mostly all intercepted because there were no casualties. The only casualties, this is the thing about it, they attacked Israel. Most of the rockets were intercepted by the hands of God, David's sling and the Iron Dome, which is their air defense system. Most of those missiles and rockets were intercepted by Israel, but Palestinians were the only casualties that ended up getting killed behind this attack. There was one Palestinian who one of the pieces of the rocket fell out the sky and killed him. That was in Jericho, in the West Bank of Jericho. A Palestinian was killed just walking down the street, and one of the pieces of the rockets that Iran had flew into Israel fell on him and killed him. Then there was another Palestinian who was, I think he was in Tehran or whatever. He was celebrating the fact that Iran had attacked Israel, and he was shooting his gun up in the air celebrating, and his gun ended up exploding in his face. The drum did something, it exploded or something, and it killed him. He got killed by his own gun celebrating Iran attacking Israel because they were shooting in the air. He was shooting his gun in the air and it just exploded and killed him. There were no casualties reported from Israel, just Palestinians that were killed as a result of that attack. So Israel said, although there were no casualties or whatever, Netanyahu said, y'all gonna wish y'all had did that. Because now Israel is planning their retaliation against Iran. And what's going to happen is that they are planning now to attack Iran's oil refineries. They're going to start hitting up. They said that they might attack their nuclear plant. And they're going to start targeting Iranian leaders like the Ayatollah Khomeini and different high-ranking officials in Iran like they did the Hezbollah. Israel, the IDF has pretty much wiped out Hamas and Hezbollah leaders. They're pretty much gone. They've killed most of all of their, if not all of their high-ranking officials in those two military forces. So now they're focusing on Iran. I told y'all that was going to happen. They're going to get Hamas and Hezbollah out the way so they can focus on Iran, and that's what's happening. Now they're going for Hezbollah. They're going for Iran's leadership, and they're looking for that Ayatollah. He's all the way deep underground. They hid him. Soon as Israel killed Nasrallah and all of those Hamas and Hezbollah officials, they hid the Ayatollah in Iran. So, and when they bombed Hezbollah's headquarters in Lebanon, they hid that Ayatollah Khomeini. So they don't know where he is, but Israel's looking for him to kill him. And that's what's going to happen now. They're about to go on a major blitz again, and they're going to go for the oil refineries, they're going to go for the nuclear plants, and they're going to go for the leadership. And Israel is not playing games. And now America is helping Israel. They got boots on the ground, and they are helping Israel. However, Israel is not going to tell America their plans before they strike, because there was some leakage the last time, most recently in the past weeks, that caused the deaths of some Israeli soldiers when America was advised of Israel's plans to attack to attack Hezbollah. There was a previous attack that somehow some information got leaked, and Israel blamed America for that because it resulted in some deaths of some Israeli soldiers. So Israel is not going to take that chance by informing America of any plans of how they're going to attack or retaliate against Iran at this point. It's too risky. They can't take that chance anymore. So, and I don't blame them. So yeah, that's what's happening with that. But Biden said that he doesn't want Israel to attack Iran's nuclear plants, because that would be catastrophic. It would be pretty bad. That would be an Article 5 act violation. So they don't. Biden said he would prefer that they don't attack Iran's nuclear plants, but he can't tell Israel what to do. He can't tell Netanyahu what to do. That's not Biden's call. That's not America's call. We can't tell America. We can't tell Israel. We can't tell Ukraine how to fight their wars, especially when the Biden administration and these politicians are losing the war over here at home. You can't tell nobody how to win their war and you're losing your own war right here in your own country. So, but yeah, we look for Israel to probably hit Iran probably in the next day or so. But they said 12 to 24 hours, Iran is going to go on another blitz, and they're going to, I think they're going to end up obliterating Iran. But Russia has been threatening to get into it too now. So we'll see. But yeah, Bibi said that they didn't fool around and now they about to find out. So yeah, everybody brace yourself because it's about to be some smoke in the city. It's not in this city. It's about to be some smoke in Iran, in the Middle East, I guess. This the calm before the storm, y'all. So in the next day or two, expect for it to be some big news, some world news where Israel is going to viciously attack Iran in retaliation for what they just did. What else, y'all? What else is going on? Yeah, but I don't care how they hitting. They trying to hit Israel. Iran keep trying to hit Israel, and they just keep getting intercepted. And the hands of God is just keeping those missiles off of them. You know, they hardly getting no casualties. No casualties. They're the ones dying more than Israel. So, yeah, but all of these floods that we're getting, these are also signs. These are harbingers, in my opinion. The reason why we're getting all of these floods around is because it's like the Bible said. These floods are happening because the Bible said that we're living as in the days of Noah. And we know as in the days of Noah, there was a flood. Even though God said he's not going to flood the earth a second time, the earth is going to be destroyed by fire. The floods are happening because in the last days, the book said that it's going to be as in the days of Noah. And as in the days of Noah, there was a flood. So that's what I think that's about. And it's just, like the book of Revelation says, that it's going to be natural disasters all over the world anyway. And with these wildfires, it's just, I think it's another harbinger of where, God said he's going to destroy the earth by fire this time. He's going to destroy the earth by fire. So this is just a sign of what's to come. The earth, is going to be destroyed by fire, and the beast, the dragon, and the false prophet is, going to be tossed into the lake of fire, along with everybody who rejects Jesus, and, every wicked demon, every devil, every dragon, like I said, false prophet, every beast, they're going to get tossed into the lake of fire for eternity. So that's what I think all these wildfires is representing. That's just me, my opinion. So yeah, these are just contractions leading up to the birth. This is the birth pains. This is getting more and more frequent every day, the birth pains. So that's what I think it is, with all these floods and stuff that's happening. The volcano eruptions and all that stuff, those are contractions. But I have some good news, really good news. I saw a clip of the rapper Project Pat. It just came across my timeline on Twitter that, or was it on YouTube, that he's a pastor now. I said, oh man, I knew he had gotten saved, but I didn't know now he is officially a pastor now. I know his dad. And in case you didn't know, Project Pat was a former gangster rapper with the group 3 6 Mafia. Well, no, he wasn't in 3 6 Mafia. He was just Project Pat. But his brother, Juicy J, he's still a rapper, and I don't think he's saved yet. But Juicy J, DJ Paul, and all of them, they formed the group 3-6 Mafia, which is so satanic. And Project Pat, he ended up getting saved, and now they said he's officially a pastor. And I saw some of his little clips of him preaching and everything, and he's a pretty good preacher. And I think that is just, that's amazing news. So that's good news. Anytime, you know, somebody gets saved and they get snatched out that fire, man, that's amazing, awesome news for the kingdom. And I think he's going to do really good things, you know, for God's kingdom. And he's going to bring a lot of people into God's house and allow people to get saved, man. That's a wonderful thing. That's really great news. And I just pray that God blesses his ministry. So, all right, y'all, let me get on. I'm about to go to this store. So if I hear anything else, something else happens, I will holler back. But yeah, Israel is about to show out.
This is why you need to stay updated on your bank's status. Bank of America users are experiencing significant account access problems nationwide. Today, Bank of America customers from Los Angeles to New York and beyond are reporting severe issues accessing their accounts. Users attempting to log in were met with messages stating their accounts were temporarily unavailable, and some even saw alarming zero balances. The outage tracking website, Down Detector, has recorded a dramatic surge in reports, highlighting the widespread nature of this disruption. Major cities like Chicago and Seattle are also impacted. Bank of America acknowledged the issue on its Facebook page, where frustrated customers voiced their concerns. However, the bank has yet to provide details on the cause or an estimated time for resolution. As of now, no official statement has been released by the bank, leaving many in the dark. Customers are advised to keep an eye on the bank's official channels for updates. Stay tuned as we follow this developing story.
Let's look now at what we've been able to confirm about the Iranian missile attacks on Israel. The full extent of damage not yet clear. Our correspondents in Iran and Israel are not being allowed access to some locations. But the BBC Verified team has been looking at what we do know about the strikes. Nawala Magafi has the details.
Social media was inundated with videos showing a barrage of missiles launched from Iran towards Israel. And our team has been working through the night to verify the locations. So let me take you through what we found. These are missiles launching from Shiraz in Iran. US intelligence had warned the attack was incoming. Iran said its targets included Israeli air bases and the Mossad headquarters. We've been able to verify strikes in the vicinity of 3 key locations: Nevatim Air Base, Tel Nof Air Base, and what's reported to be the Mossad headquarters. This video is from Nevatim. The lights piercing through the night sky are missiles heading towards the airbase. In just one video, we can count at least 9 missiles clearly hitting the ground. Pro-Hezbollah media say this airbase was used in the killing of Hassan Nasrallah. The Nevatim airbase is believed to house F-35 fighters, but most were presumed to be airborne. The second location we've looked at is the Tel Nof airbase. In this video, you can see a crater, not at the airbase itself, but at a school a few miles away. We matched the school to recent social media photos, plus the size and the shape of the surrounding area to satellite imagery. We also verified videos of missiles hitting northern Tel Aviv, a short distance from what's reported to be Israeli intelligence headquarters. This video was taken from the balcony of a tower block. Then we matched it to this video. Here you can see the crater of that attack. We've also spoken with a number of experts about Iran's strategy. US officials say Iran launched about 180 80 ballistic missiles, which are hard to intercept because of their high speed. Fabian Hintz from the International Institute for Strategic Studies told us that the use of ballistic missiles in the attack indicates a deliberate strategy to minimize the warning and response time available to Israeli defenses. The IDF have said that the missiles did hit some locations in Israel, but that in coordination with the US-led defense coalition, the majority were intercepted.
Well, this morning, the Hartford-based insurer Aetna is bracing for the possibility of layoffs because its parent company CVS Health announced it's cutting 2,900 employees nationwide.
Fox 61's Angela Bavaro is joining us right outside Aetna's headquarters in Hartford with more on this. Angela, good morning.
Erica, Tim, good morning. And the big question we had this morning, how many cuts are happening here in Connecticut? Still waiting on more details about that. We do not know that exact number. A spokesperson for CVS Health says we should get that number sometime next week. Now, what we do know is a majority of the 2,900 employees being cut nationwide, they are mainly corporate roles, and this accounts for less than 1% of the total workforce. That spokesperson for CVS Health, Mike DeAngelis, sending us a statement explaining the reasoning behind these cuts, writing, quote, "Our industry faces continued disruption, regulatory pressures, and evolving consumer needs and expectations." Now, these layoff notifications are starting to go out this week. Frontline jobs in stores, pharmacies, and distribution centers will not be impacted. CVS Health says this is all part of a multi-year plan for the company to deliver $2 billion in cost savings by reducing expenses and investing in technologies to, quote, enhance how it works. State Senator Tony Hong, who's on the Insurance and Real Estate Committee, is expressing frustration this morning, writing in a statement, quote, "In order to get its takeover of Aetna approved in 2018, CVS promised to maintain 5,291 jobs at Aetna in Connecticut for at least 4 years. So these additional layoffs are coming a mere 2 years after the expiration of that agreement." And this news also comes amid a report from Reuters that says CVS Health is exploring all options, including a breakup that would separate its insurance and retail units. We're live in the capital city this morning. I'm Angelo Bavaro, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.